From a general sense, the agency mandate is that we support change in the lives of individuals and families. Now, that's a very broad answer to the goals that we want to do. I can speak from the youth and family program point of view. What we're really looking to do is innovate.
I think success can look different for everybody and really depends on what the client's goals are. So we'll be talking about a client who came in. He was around 18 or 19. He had come in because of getting arrested with possession of a substance, and that was kind of one of the events that really led him to seek counseling. Also, his parents were concerned about him, but he also wanted to make some changes. But just this event had led to a lot of consequences that were alarming for him and really made him think more about his substance use. So the substance he was using is MDMA, or sometimes called Molly or M. Has a lot of different names. So he started counseling at that point where he was still dealing with having to go to court and pay fines and things like that and meet with lawyers. So through the process of counseling and over probably a couple of several months, he identified his goal as being eventually to stop using that substance. And we just worked on how to work towards that, and by making various different changes in his life. In that age of like 12 to 15, we don't see as many youth, but from above like 15 to 24, it's kind of equal amounts within the different age ranges.
So one of the things that we've become more aware of is that obviously, a lot of people, including youth, may not respond that favorably to, say, traditional talk therapy. So one of the things that we like to work on is figuring out, okay, what kind of new initiatives or new programs can we offer to try and reach people in a different way. So some people are more kinesthetic learners, for example. So one group that we've started working on developing is a rock climbing group. So the idea is that through a partnership with an indoor rock climbing gym, we're going to be able to offer a rock climbing experience. May not typically respond well to just sort of a one-on-one conversation in an office somewhere with a counselor. A year ago, we had 3 counselors who were on the youth and family team, and they were all in-house, so they were all based out of the Aurora office. And within the last year, we've added a new program where we've been able to bring on 2 new counselors, and they were primarily within schools. So that's a cool kind of new frontier for us. But we have a new arrangement with the York Region District Public School Board. So those counselors are able to go into 9 schools across York Region and kind of remove that barrier so that youth don't have to come to us, we can go to them. Our program specifically works with substance use and alcohol use, and from an overall sense, the whole agency, the top drugs that we see, I guess, would be alcohol by far is number 1, and then marijuana would be number 2, and then it kind of goes down from there. So within our program, we do see kind of a variety of different things all the time, but in terms of the overall trends, it's alcohol and marijuana. There is another program within the agency that's a problem gambling focused program, and traditionally they've worked with adults and youth who identify problem gambling as an issue, but we're just starting to open that up to other kinds of behavioral addictions. So it could be gaming, could be internet, could be that kind of stuff as well. So that's a bit of a new one for us as well. So we don't have the statistics yet. In the future, that might also be something where our program will be specifically looking at moving into, as well as looking at gaming and internet. One of the things that we always distinguish between is use versus abuse, which is a really important distinction when you think about it. And that's definitely true for gaming, that's definitely true for internet, that's definitely true for substance use as well. So, because the reality is that not everybody considers alcohol use to be a problem until it is one, right? So one of our focuses is on helping people really kind of come to understand what is their own personal relationship with whatever it is they're doing. So if it's drinking or using drugs or gaming, and how it impacts them.